This is Seth from Terry's Tips. I'd like to thank you for following our link and taking the time to check out our stock options newsletter. Today I'm going to go over fairly quickly our Saturday report. This is something we send out to our paying subscribers each week, and we've done so since 2001. And it comes between noon and 4 generally each Saturday, and runs about 15 to 20 pages. This week I'm going over what happened for the week of November 4th, 2017. We had one of our best weeks ever. The portfolios gained an average of 9.1%, and our cumulative gain of all our portfolios combined came in over at 120% for the year. Now, this is a particularly good year we've had. Not every year has been this good, but this is what's going on in the current market, and we're hoping to keep this rolling. But anyway, let me just go over some of the highlights here. One of our best performing portfolios is our Wiley Wolf portfolio. I had a fantastic gain this week. And it started off, this portfolio started off at $3,000 back in January, and we are making a change to it. We're splitting it up into $5,000 units because it's over $24,000 now, and a lot of people want to come on board and follow it, and maybe they don't want to put $24,000 in, so now we're having it so you can come on for $5,000. And if you still want to maintain a higher unit or higher investment value, you would just allocate 5 units, and then you'd have about the same amount invested. So that is the Wiley Wolf portfolio. We're going to move down. We're also highlighting this week our Galloping Turtle portfolio, which is going to be converted to our Trading Idea of the Week suggestions, which we put out in our free newsletter. You may have seen some of those. We started this in August of this year, and it's really done very well. These are the gain and losses of each of the portfolios, and the cumulative, if you were to take the average of them, is 35%. And we did have one loser, lost the Baba stock. It was down 13% on that trade, but if you average all those out, we made over 35%. So everyone really liked this idea, so we've now turned it into one of the paid portfolios that you can follow along with auto trade at Thinkorswim, or if you want to do the trades on your own, we also highly recommend Tastyworks. So then we also have additional tips in here each week. Terry will put things like Amazon. He did some research into this, liked what he saw there. He gives a description of the trades he put in his own personal account. Sometimes we roll these out to subscribers. Sometimes he just tells people about them, and you can pick and choose whether you want to do that on your own. Here's a summary of this week's Idea of the Week. We've used Arista Networks a couple of times in our paid portfolios. It's done very well, and so it looks like it's coming up again. And let's see, now we're going to move on down to, these are all the underlyings we use. This is a summary of portfolios. It shows you if you started at the beginning of the year with our service and did all 10 of our portfolios, you'd be looking at about $48,600. Today's value is $107,103, so that's up over 120%. Now, you don't have to do all of those. You can pick and choose and do each of your portfolios. Here's the Boomer's Revenge portfolio, predominantly credit spreads in this portfolio. Start at 5,000. It's now at 6,500. It's really only up 31% for the year. Capstone Cascade. This is our portfolio that we predominantly sell puts in. This is and it's a higher starting use, 10,000, but it's up to 13,000 now, almost 14, so just under 30, just under 40% at 39%. And then we have our Contango portfolio, which started at 7,600, It's now at 15,000. This is the only one that's not auto traded. It's really a simple strategy. You actually just buy the stock and hold it. It's the only one that we don't do a lot of trades on, but it's performed tremendously well over the years. Earnings Eagle portfolio, well, actually has nothing to do with earnings. It was a portfolio name that we had to keep, but we've started. This one started in June, actually, at 5,000. Is now up to just shy of 6,200. 23% gain since June, not too bad. Also, predominantly credit spreads there. Galloping Turtle, I mentioned briefly, is up 77% for the year. We've just converted that over to the Trading Idea of the Week portfolio that you can follow too. Honey Badgers are a more aggressive portfolio using credit spreads. Started at 3,000, now is up over 6,700. It's over 120% gain. Not bad there. Our Leaping Leopard is a fairly conservative portfolio. It's based on SPY, and it started in January at 5,000. It's up just shy of 7,000. So while SPY is up 15% for the year, our portfolio is up 39%. So you can see the power of options. Now we get to our really big winners, which are Rising Tide, which is based on the MasterCard underlying. Started at 5,000, is now up to nearly 15. That's 192% gain. It's actually higher than that now because this report is a week or two old. And Vista Valley uses UVXY, which is a derivative of VIX. And you can learn more about that in our reports, but that's almost doubled in value. And lastly is at the Pinnacle Wiley Wolf, which is our portfolio which uses weekly calendar spreads on Facebook as the underlying. Started the year at 3,000 and, as we mentioned, is over 24,000 for the year. And that is the summary of all the portfolios we have. Now, as you go farther down, the other things in the report, we have overbought, oversold numbers. Just kind of gives you an idea of what's going to happen for the next week. A lot of overbought here. Probably going to open the market on Monday, maybe a little bit lower, as things tend to balance out. Boomer's Revenge portfolio. We also put all the trades in the summary so you can see what we did, and tells you all the results, the actual positions here, and it tells you everything. So each report has a little summary with it, tells you about the week and what's going on, what we plan to do the next week. And so each portfolio has that detailed information should you want to go through and see exactly what's going on. Now we're going to get all the way down to the end here, which has got a little more information to look over. And oh yeah, I want to highlight quickly, here we have the Rising Tide portfolio, which is up 190%. These are the current positions. One of the things that we like to put on here is our risk profile graph, and what this does, it shows you this is where the stock is now. If it drops $1, you're going to make this much money, which would be around $1,400 as of where it stands. So so this is the range. It can go down $2, we'll still make money. It can go up $2, we'll still make money. If you go over $2 or drop below $2, that's where we start to get in a position where we might lose money, and we'll make adjustments to move the risk profile graph down to accommodate the new strike price that the market has. And here's our Vista Valley, and then Wiley Wolf. Now, Wiley Wolf also has a risk profile graph that shows, hey, if this week goes and stays right where it is, we're going to make $2,000. All right. Now, then we get into, Terry likes to put some things. He likes puns and quotes, and here we have this here. You can get a little lighter side of things. And then at the end, we have a report on, Terry likes to give little stories of things that happen in his day-to-day life, and some people read the report just for this because Terry's quite an interesting individual and has had a ton of things happen to him over the years, and it's always quite entertaining to read. So, at any rate, thank you for taking the time to check out our Saturday report. Now, once you're done with this, you can go below. There's going to be links to our current specials. I do just click on those, it'll take you to the site. Use the special code, you get a nice discount. If you have questions, my contact information is there. You can reach me at seth@terrystips.com. My 800 number is down there as well. Really looking forward to having you on board. Shoot me any questions, and look forward to prospering with you. Thank you.